Send it!
Paul Davidius tidies up. Divanatha changing direction. Mateo, the dummies right through. There is no resistance left. Yuri Mateo will try number 4, and the bonus point comes with it. This match has exploded into life in the second 40 minutes, and the Stormers have set it off.
Right, well, Robbie, it's obviously a great episode, which, after current circumstances, I'm buzzing for, which I know you are as well, which is obviously really enjoyable, and I'm not terrified to record this at all. But anyway, we all have these moments as rugby fans.
As you know, South Africans we're notoriously good winners. So incredibly humble in victory, and I think that's sort of the angle I want to come with today. What I would have come with, but it was 35-0 to the Stormers against your so-called mighty Leinster at the DHL Stadium. It genuinely was a beautiful sight. I was at the game. It was beautiful, Jim.
Hold on, sorry. What I'm confused about here, just quickly, is who are the URC champions?
Well, I'm not sure. After the last game, I mean, you had 14 internationals. So I had a lot of people in my comments saying, "Oh, it is a Leinster seaside or whatever." But they're the first people to also say, "Well, Leinster have great depth and all of that."
Okay, hold on a second now. Saying we have 13 internationals when we're missing 13 Lions is kind of insane.
No, listen to this. We joined Munster as the only team in the league to have ever nilled Leinster. The best attacking team in the competition, donuts. I'm pretty sure if you arrived at the HBC, which is the Stormers training ground, on Monday morning, there would have been a whole load of donuts just waiting for the boys for their coffee as well, as a reward from the defense coach. It was quite something. But one thing I will say is that first 10 minutes, I was watching Prendergast play, and I thought, Sam Prendergast can play rugby. Like,
oh my God, he can play rugby. To see his first touch of the ball over the top, 50-22, incredible. I missed the game, to be honest with you. I was playing my own game. I watched extended highlights and whatnot, thanks to the URC YouTube. But turn out I missed it playing my own game, and I'm on the sideline and it got taken off, and one of the lads I go, "How did the Leinster game go?" And he goes, 35-0. I was like, savage, class. It's a great win in South Africa, 35-0. Get back to the changing room. Then I go on my phone. Our group chat is hopping, and I'm just getting abuse off Robbie, and Jason from Munster is just there laughing. What's going on here? Leinster lost 35-0, which was news to me, unfortunately.
Do you know what the beautiful thing about 35-0 is? I was watching Stormers go up and up and up, and I was watching that points climb. Was that I knew that you have to. The top comment that we had a forfeit, and Jim's a real man, so we had a forfeit, and the forfeit was that the loser had to run a kilometer for every point that the team lost by. So I've sent a selfie on our group saying, "Jim, have you got 35 Ks in you?" Because I know damn well that I do not. So, have you got 35 Ks in you, Jim?
No, I don't have 35 kilometers in me, unfortunately. And I offered to run 3.5 kilometers, but they were like, "No, not good enough. We're either doing it right or we're not doing it at all." So we compromised. What did we compromise on?
We compromised, and it's something that I'm more excited about, actually, because you wouldn't have to suffer through 35 kilometers, which is not fair, because I wouldn't have done that, based on my setup at the moment. Yeah. And I thought, you know what? Why don't we get Jim to write a poem about how good the Stormers are, and just, I guess, sort of apologize him, sort of those apologies, those public apologies. So have you got a poem for us of how good the Stormers are, how hard they are to play at home, how bad they made Leinster look, defending champions? Have you got something there for us?
Robbie, I'm really starting to not like you.
It's only episode 2, but and I promise you I'll get worse. But I want like a bit of passion with it, like I want to come from your belly, and I want to feel that loss. So
it's only short. This was a tough one for me to put into ChatGPT, to be honest with
you. Yeah, I was going to say, you can always chat quickly, just make it a little bit longer, but you go.
Will I ask to make it a bit longer? It's only 4 lines.
4 lines. Give us 6 lines. Come on. Give us 6 lines.
Right. I'm going to type in 6 lines.
35 lines, but So it's
Oh
not
my
an English
God.
podcast or
All right,
English.
here we
subject.
go. I'm just going to read this out as it's typed out. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Leinster's maul was held at bay. Stormers' tackle stole the day. Blue waves crashed but found no shore. Cape Defiance closed the door. Under lights, the silence grew. A storm had drowned out the boys in blue. Oh my God, what am I doing? That was actually like good as well. Oh my God, that
Sorry,
was.
just quickly, what was that last line again? Something about.
Oh my God, Robbie, I'm gonna get you back so much for this.
There you go. We got unbeaten this
Under
year.
lights, the silence grew. A storm had drowned out the boys in blue.
Oh. Yeah.
Horn being driven backwards, had to react well. Cummings now going straight through the middle. Dobie has a man on his shoulder. It's Horn, Dobie, the two scrum halves combine, and that is massive for the Glasgow Warriors. Jamie Dobie under the post, the bonus point try.
Let me get up some of the results from the weekend here. Yeah, so obviously if we'll run through them all kind of quickly. Obviously in the first round URC with Stormers Leinster 35-0, which we've touched on. Glasgow bet the Sharks 35-19 at home in Glasgow.
Actually a pretty good game, to be honest. Glasgow scored at the end there. The Sharks, for the side they took, actually I sort of overperformed. I felt a tough Glasgow side.
The Ulster got off a good start as well, 42-21. Really solid performance by them, I thought. We'll touch on the biggest one, I suppose, the one that we were speaking of there. Bulls and the Ospreys. Like, if someone had told you, if you told the Ospreys before the game that they'd score 40 points and not win the game.
At Loftus at home, not a great start. The Ackerman era off to a bit of a shaky one on the defensive front.
Obviously, huge one this weekend as well. Zebre, Italian Giants, Edinburgh. Zebre 31, Edinburgh 28. It's a great result for the Italians, as they say.
Yeah. It didn't help my predictions because I've gone Edinburgh. I thought Edinburgh were going to cruise this one against Zebre, but Zebre at home, different gravy. I'd love to actually find out what it's like there because, by all accounts, tough place to go play, and the crowd seems
I think when we eventually become world stars, like they'll send us to a Zebre game. I think we both can agree that we're just solid Zebre fans, regardless. Great bunch of lads. Scarlets and Munster. Scarlets 21, Munster 34.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Did you see Brian Gleason's run off the back of a scrum?
Yeah. No, it was actually. Oh, it's actually a bloody good result away from home. Scarlets are a tough side to go to play. So it's actually, I think, a nice result away from home for Munster. 34 points. I think you take that first round of the season.
I'm not sure. Did you see the interview between Craig Casey, Shane Daly, and Simon Zebo?
No, I didn't.
So Simon Zebo goes, "Oh, where were these performances when I was playing, lads?" And Craig Casey turned around to him and goes, "We just had to get rid of the dead wood in the squad." Incredible interview.
We got the two stars, the real stars of the team. No more talking of the forwards. Craig Casey, Shane Daly. Lads, you look super sharp out there today. The handling was on point from the get-go. Where was this a couple of years ago when I was playing?
We just got rid of the dead wood. We worked hard over the pre-season about yourself, so everything started to stick.
Craig Casey's becoming a great guy in this podcast, actually. Our clip of him did very well as well last week. So I'm not sure a lot of Craig Casey plays.
He's just sent it there.
He's absolutely sent it, exactly. Couldn't send Simon Zebo home because Simon Zebo is going to give me a load of stick in a few weeks' time when we're playing Munster in Croke Park. So I want to get one over Simon Zebo now. All right.
Yeah, you have to get in while you can, and then eventually he can get his shots in. But speaking of shots, Connor Benetton.
Yes, sir.
That is a serious result there for Connor.
Great. The Stuart Lancaster era is off to a flyer, man. I'm telling you now, this Connacht team is something special.
Yeah, and it's I like it. It's not like full of superstars, but those guys, they just absolutely they flip and go, and that Benetton side's good.
So, Cardiff, with all it's obviously a kind of maybe a bit of a tough time for Welsh rugby, but Cardiff 23 or 33 and Lions 20 is a great result. Yeah. Now, obviously, we all know the standard of South African rugby is just poor as a whole. But anyways,
yeah, man. Yeah. But Cardiff, actually, I looked at the log last season, finished 9th. So they've actually got a pretty good thing going on there. a couple of results go their way this year, they're going to be in quarterfinals in contention there.
And they keep it simple to the front and look to drive. Got to stay on their feet. Oh, round the blind side. Evan Lloyd.
I'm not sure if are you a golf fan, Robbie?
I am obsessed with the sport, terrible at it. But I can appreciate Shane Lowry, and the Ryder Cup was just awesome. You must have been pretty chuffed, old Jim.
Man, yesterday was one of the best days of my life. Like, in terms the NFL in Dublin as well, and then the Ryder Cup, seeing Shane Lowry sink that putt. I love Shane Lowry. There's not very I'm talking in terms of things that are probably my life. Beer, women, Shane Lowry is top. All right. On par with rugby. All right. On par with rugby. But Shane Lowry, like, when I see sinking that putt, oh my God, he's one man.
And just sort of the way the way he carried himself afterwards, I thought, I've got a beer list. So I'll tell you, let me talk you through this, Jim. I've got a list. It's ever growing. And actually, Jacques Nienaber's on this list. But it's a beer list. So I want to have a beer with, I think I've got a list of like 4 or 5 people in my life. But I'll go, you know what? I'm going to have a beer with that guy. It's like, for instance, Jacques Nienaber, beer list.
Great show.
Freddie Stewart, beer list.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, Freddie Stewart, beer list.
Interesting.
Yesterday I added Shane Lowry to my beer list.
Great show. Incredible show.
But Guinness in Dublin, something like that, it'd have to be, I think it'd be pretty special to have a pint with, especially after a Ryder Cup win. You can only imagine it must have been a terrible day to be a beer yesterday.
Well, I'll match you there. Right? I'm kind of trying to think of my beer list just quickly off the top. I haven't thought about this, but first off, Shane Lowry, we'll go head to head there. Great, man. We can go for pints with Shane Lowry together if you want. But quickly, then second would be Asnatin Clabacania, whose name I can say. He was the first ever game I did at Stadium PA, and I didn't have a breeze how to say his name, and now I can say it flawlessly. So I always remember that. I remember I went up to him after the game, and it was my first game ever, and I was like, bro, your name is so hard to say. He dabbed me up, brought me in for a hug, and it was the scariest experience of my life. So, and then Robbie, I'll put you third anyway. All right.
Oh, I'm on the beer list. I'm on your beer list. Okay.
Okay. You're acting like I'm not even remotely near yours. Is what you're trying to say, yeah?
No, I feel like I have had a beer with you from your socials. Like you posted a beer, then I'm like, okay, if I can just cheers the phone, I've had a beer with Jim.
Love to see a virtual pint.
but I actually want to know. There's a man who is, from what I understand, the mayor of Loftus, Mack Rapapali.
Mayor of Loftus.
Yeah, I've heard that he has the keys to the city, and I want to hear his thoughts around, first of all, who his beer list would be in the URC. So I think that's where we got to start. Maybe there's a URC beer list, and I want to hear what his thoughts are around taking 40 at the Osprey. So I think we're gonna get Mack in.
Dipping passes from David, needs to get them up there. Show and go. Nick Janssen. Oh, what a pass that is. Janssen for dead in the corner.
Mack, welcome. Sorry, just quickly before we get into it, Jim, don't. Just relax, okay? I know you're playing the Bulls next week in Leinster, and it's quite a scary sight. So just chill out. It's going to be fine.
I look like I'm wearing a Bulls jersey here, man.
Perfect. It suits you. It works.
What are the thoughts over the first round of Ackerman era at the Bulls? Because it was interesting games to say the least.
Look, it was a very interesting one. I think a lot of people expected the whole team, the whole squad, it should all and strictly be only the veterans who are going to start it off. But I think Ackerman came through with a new style, especially leading out of the final game of the Currie Cup, giving a couple of young boys, some warm skills and bringing in the old players in and moving into URC, roughly kind of with the same team. You've seen that, the legends are back. Guys like Jan Serfontein is back in the team, which a lot of young boys are like, looking up to him, signing up, Kobus Visa. Thank you so much, Thomas. Kobus Visa, you know what I mean? Pulling into the Vodacom Bulls. The excitement is there. I think the young ones are really coming out with hard skills and they're just showing up in the game. But there's a lot of excitement. I know we started off the first 10, 15 minutes a bit rough. You know, there was a point I was sitting there, I was like, hey, what are we doing here? And then the boys just, out of the locker room, the boys just came back with a fresh energy, fresh style, and they showed up. So it's back to old faithful Loftus again.
Yeah. Did you have a send-it moment for us of that game, or what was your standout send-it moment?
I honestly think that the send-it moment for me, with everything that has to do with the crowd was alive. The boys, the game, the style, the mauls, the tackles, they showed it off. I think seeing the crowd come back again to URC in general, know that if we keep on playing this good, we will pack up and fill out Loftus, because we're the only stadium in South Africa that can always fill out a stadium, right?
Personal shot.
Stormers were the best supported side in South Africa. Okay, you guys might have the loudest crowd, but we're the best supported.
No, there's nothing against the Stormers. We do love the Stormers with all our hearts. We come down to you, we give you a hiding, you come back to us, we give you a hiding. The only reason why we allow you to win the third time is because we really want to use all of your clubs, because you've got the best pubs and clubs in South Africa. After that, the Bulls are always on top of the league.
Problem. Good from Ken. And on a short ball now, Chelsea. They're not going to catch him. On debut in the URC.
Mack, 40 points taken. Tough sort of start, but nice to get the win there. Other than sort of the crowd, nice to see Jan Fontaine back. I see he scored. That would have been a little bit of a ended moment, surely.
Yeah. And also putting in a guy. And I've been watching this guy play, a couple of games, like I said, out of the Currie Cup. Now he's jumped into the URC. The guy Cheswell Ewist, who is playing the wing. His speed is just ridiculous.
Insane.
He's one of these guys, if you let him pass and you give him a gap, he's gone. And I see that we're blocking him and a lot on the defense until he found his way out and managed to, give us a try there, young or two. It's young talent like that I think we'll be keeping our eyes on. And yeah, man, seeing where the future of the Bulls is at with URC. But I can still, URC in general, with all teams, I think this season is going to be the most brutal season ever. Everyone wants to gun for Leinster. Stormers showed us, you guys showed us that, Leinster is just another team. I will give it to you. I was watching that game and I was sitting there, I was like, hold on. I was sitting at the pub and the Oaks was sitting next to me. I'm like, pass me another brandy and Coke. I'm like, what's happening over here? They're like, do you see what's happening? I'm like, dude, that is Stormers against Leinster. What's happening? Yes, I do know the national teams have removed some of the key players. We haven't started playing 100 Pollard yet.
More than some.
But as a defending champion Leinster, y'all can't be out here telling people you brought babies to the rugby field. No.
And if they'd won, they would have gone on about their depth. I just want to remind I just want to remind everyone that we were without a certain Sasha Feinberg and Gomez Zulu, the next Dan Carter and the best half in the world currently. We're also without Damien Willemse, who is just world class. So we've also missed.
I think personally, I'm just looking between two of the best young 10s in the world, but Sam Prendergast clears Sasha every day of the year.
Sorry, that is actually funny, Jim. That is actually.
No, I appreciate Sasha. I cannot pronounce the second name, but anyways, I appreciate his running style of rugby and how much flair and how much skill he has. But in terms of running an attack and how calm under pressure they can be, Sam Prendergast every day of the year.
On attack.
No. On attack.
All Sam did this weekend was kick.
Literally.
Attacking, kicking. His first touch ball.
That's it.
60 minutes.
Another episode. We'll do a full episode on this, Robbie.
Yeah, he was on holidays.
I know you have probably to see the bloke every day, but you can surely appreciate that Sasha is one of the best flyers in the world, and he clears Sam Prendergast.
Not yet. We'll see. Not yet.
Just to wrap it up before I exit, this season's URC final, I can see it coming. I'm gonna put it out to the universe. It's the Vodacom Bulls versus the Stormers.
Come on, at the DHL
hold on. If it's two South Africans in the final, they both can't lose because it's just bottle finals.
No. We walks away.
Mac, thank you so much for
All
joining
right,
us
Zebre.
today, man. You've been an absolute pleasure.
Appreciate it. Keep
All right,
guys
respect.
just make
Right.
out that side and keep winning.
All right, Robbie. It's that time of the week, of course, and we're going to run through our try of the round and our send it moment of the week. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, what we start off, John, go try or send the moment first.
So send it moment. I think let's start with a bit of a bang. What a hit. Tennis.
Bang is one word for it now, in fairness.
Yeah. What a hit. Tennis Pillay. Yeah. South African boykie. On Mike Lowry. Someone's got to check on him because it was a monster.
The key once more. Flannery. Promising from Ulster. Big heavy hit comes in at fullback, having played much of the first half of the season on the wing.
Yeah, you'd be feeling that for a few days, I think.
Try of the week. What you got for us?
Right, we had a few one. I think we're gonna hop down to Munster, who obviously played away against the Scarlets.
Yeah.
We're gonna go Mike Haley, and like haters will say, Cara Erasmus, a South African man, may have made it. But really, really nice play down the wing.
Munster winning that little muscular battle as Casey once more. Long pass from Crowley, creating some space for Abrahams. The offload, and it's going to be a 2-on-1 here. You can choose to go either way, and it's Haley who just hops and skips and skates into the corner and brings the ball round behind the post.
Yeah, and then Takia, obviously, South African magic, giving a little bit of X factor to that Munster side. But yeah, what a try! Honestly, it was.
Are we nominated? Is that our tried round? So yeah, Mike Haley.
For sure.
Mike
I
Haley,
also
let's
just
get
have
it.
one or two sort of standard moments. Briefly, I'll just go over them quickly. Sebele Senatla, man of the match for the Stormers. From where he was last year, probably looking like he probably wouldn't play rugby again. And then, coming back looking sharp. Zebre kicker to win that game against Edinburgh and the dying embers of the game. And then a chap by the name of Ollie Reid, who this time last year was in grade 12 at Paul Roos and Stellenbosch. He hadn't even written his final grade 12 or matric exams yet. And then to come on off the bench and scrum against champions Leinster, that for me is pretty cool. And it was quite a cool moment after the game with his parents as well. Sort of like a little bit of emotional, which for me was really cool. So for me, that was a couple of shout-out send-it moments of the weekend.
I'd be the same as well. One of my send-it moments from this weekend obviously is a Leinster moment. Andrew Sparrow made his Leinster debut. I don't think he knows this, but we went to the Gaeltacht together. The Gaeltacht is this like really weird place. It's like we go off to like the west of Ireland and speak Irish. It's really weird. You go for 3 weeks. It's like a weird summer camp. But anyway, me and him went to the same Gaeltacht in 2019 when we were about 14, 15, 13, 14. He doesn't know that, but that's why I sent the moments. It was really cool to see him make his Leinster debut.
A couple of phases should be enough for them here. Clock is red. Game is over.
I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the man who is obviously 10 times bigger than I am. Leonard Krumov, an absolute hero. Welcome to the URC Send It podcast.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
No, obviously, we had to get you on after the huge weekend you had. Obviously, the last minute penalty to beat Edinburgh was huge. What does a win like that mean for Zebre and for you personally?
So it means a lot because like last year we have lost games at last minute, but this year someone blew the ball inside the post for us. So it meant so much, like revenge from last year that we tied at home. So it was an amazing starting win and amazing start of URC because we needed it. Let's just say that.
So we'll start off simple, right? If you were to swap lives with one teammate for a week, who would it be and why?
Who would it be? So do I have to...
I need proper rationale here as well.
Proper,
I need to know, like...
So we give him always, but his name is Paolo Bonfiglio, and because he have a beautiful girlfriend, so you know.
Oh, simple as
because he has an unbelievable girlfriend. Oh my God, we are off to an absolute flyer here, Leonard. Right, moving on. Which away trip in the URC has given you the best story to tell, and can you share what happened?
So when we went to Ulster and beat Ulster last year, so we went out after to party like we always do. But what happened there is that all the pubs and clubs wouldn't let us in because we weren't dressed properly or they were closed. So we found the only pub that let us.
What do you mean by not dressed properly now?
Not just shorts, like someone have trousers, but not like jeans or proper, trousers.
Yeah.
There's only one pub that let us in, and we were like all the stuff, all the medical, like everyone was there, and we get so pissed, like everyone was all over the place. That made us the day. And so after the game, they gave us pizza that game, which didn't taste it that well after the game. But after the night out, we went back to the hotel. We still have leftovers, and was the best pizza ever there. So yeah, that was.
What's the best thing about playing for Zebre or playing for Parma?
Like obviously playing for Parma, first of most, like the food here is amazing. You don't get this food anywhere else you go, so that one is a big thing. But playing for Parma, like we as a team, I know maybe most of the teams say the rugby team is a family, but here you can feel it, I think, a bit more because we are like, we die for each other, we live for each other, like, and there's not only the players, even the coaching staff, the physio staff, like everyone is here for the other. So that is a big thing that us, Zebre as a group, try to evolve every year us and make part of, like, whoever comes here has to feel it and have to give something for the team to receive or not even receive something. That's some of our mentality. Like you put a lot on the team. You may receive something, you may don't receive anything, but you're still putting it. So that's a big part of our mentality to be a family and very united as a group. Yeah.
Well, obviously, saying you're a family now, is there a prankster in the family? Is there some little gobshite in the changing room or something like that? It's the best thing they've done.
Yes, so I remember the guy that I
is it you? I
was part of this prank, but the guy that I would swap life with, as said Paolo Bonfiglio, we, the post-it cards, the little one, the yellow one that you stick on stuff to write on, like paper one. Yeah. Once we wrapped all, like the car of our teammate with all of that, and he was spending the afternoon taking it off. So that was fun to watch and do. So that was something pretty fun. Then I did one to that guy. I glued his flip-flops that he used to go to a shower on the floor. And as he tried to put them on, he couldn't take it off and he died of laughing. So that's
okay. And look, lastly, what's the most kind of unexpected thing a fan or someone has done to you after, during the game, before, something like that? Is there anything that comes to mind?
So we have our fan base, which is S01E02, that they are every game are so much supportive to us before, during, and after. We always have a beer with them, so they're supporting us very much. But not much as a fan, as once I played in Leinster, and someone, up a little bit my name.
I was scared he was going to do this.
I won't say names, but if you know, you know. That's all I say.
I'm sorry for messing up your name, okay? It wasn't my fault. It was my fat fingers on the keyboard typing in before. I said Krumov instead of Krumov, I'm pretty sure.
Other than that, nothing crazy yet.
Leonard, thanks a million for coming on. Now, we're going to head over to Cardiff where Cara, Caitlin, and Seb were on the ground for the Lions game. Leonard, thank you so much, man.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's your boy Sed, and I'm here with
Caitlin and Cara.
And we're here at Cardiff Arms Park for
Cardiff This is the Lions.
And this is... Guys, what are your predictions for today?
30-24.
Two.
The Lions.
35 to the Lions and 10 to the Cardiff.
28-5.
Let's go Lions.
Big win for Cardiff.
We spurred our trick. We spurred hat trick. You heard it here first. Come on, Lions!
So I'm going to take Seb here on a little tour of the Arms Park. What are your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts are it really depends on the scoreline. If it's going to be 1 or 4 beers.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Hey, bud, I hope to still be around, enjoying it. And it's not just a job for me, it's my passion, and I'm living it for the last 18 years already. So I want to be still around. Hopefully, God bless, I can be around. Thanks,
Come
bud.
on, Mustafa, what a legend, right?
So, halftime thoughts. What are we thinking?
It was looking on the fence, but I think the red card for Cardiff might swing it in the Lions' favour. What do you think, Cara?
I think it's pretty difficult to say right now, but I think Cardiff had the capability of bringing it back. Yeah. Bringing it back.
How did you guys find the rugby game?
That was very exciting.
Yeah.
Very fun to watch.
Yeah, Lions didn't win, but we're still proud of the boys, right?
Yeah, of course.
South Africa!
How was that winning feeling today?
Yeah, we just wanted to start well. We just wanted to put a performance down that we're proud of. It's been a very disjointed week, but everyone's stuck to task. Yeah, we're just really happy with the result.
And who do you think is going to be the biggest rivalry this season?
The Irish teams are going to, it looks like they've come back and they've sorted some things out. So, look, we just want to play well ourselves, get some good results here. I think all the games coming to Arms Park are going to be huge games for us. I think if we pick up wins here, then it's going to put us in a good shot at the end of the year. So anyone coming here, we're going to be putting our best performance down.
Now, Manny, it wasn't the result that you guys were expecting, but how great was it out there getting that first match under your belt?
No, I think it's vital for us to get obviously the run on the pitch. Obviously, it's different at South Africa, the pitches and stuff. So, yeah, obviously the result didn't go away today, but I think there's lots of positives, and yeah, we'll just go back at the drawing board and just work on the things that didn't go our way today.
And it was pretty tough conditions out there. It was absolutely bucketing down. How did you guys try and adapt to that Welsh weather?
No, so obviously the first half wasn't that wet, but second half, we just tried to keep it a bit tighter and then just look for the kicking game and put them under pressure with our kicking game, yeah.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
This has been Send It.
Send It!
We've done it, Robbie. We've done it. That's another week of the URC Send It podcast. We are back, baby.
And I called it last week. Stormers are going to send it, and then we're going to send you home. We did that. And then he goes, I've just sent Jim home as well. The man from the K in destruction in Dublin. We've just sent it, baby. Let's go.
Robbie, it's been a pleasure as always, man.
Jim, it is incredible to see you and send it with you.
Send it!
Send it!